telegraphed. You're very obvious what's going to happen. Way. Potential gank. That plant spawn on Vision should give Setup some knowledge if he's paying attention. Grasping the slow. The deadly spines land. Gets a shield with the cleave. Flash forward for the auto, but has got the E going back. I think he's just dead the moment he returns. An easy kill donated over to Elk.
Clean dive. One of the best things about BLG was how they went about dives last year. That's Braum passive onto the Cassante after the W's gone down, but not sure he particularly wanted that. If he could have got a Q3 bop into tail, looks a lot better there. But smite away from Beichuan. Wei might be in a bit of trouble now. Has to flash out because of the teleport.
Yeah, that's the additional thing. Didn't get the camp either, which is a bit frustrating for the Zyra. But of course, with no flash and setup with lane pressure, you can go hunting for that deadly rose.
They can. Is anyone coming to help? No, he's just going to try and find a way to recall potentially. Comet just went down. He might be able to get an execute if he goes under turret. He needs to not be on this one though. Feather will end up getting it.
Oh no!
Auto attack.
No! Feather flash for that as well. 1xn caught under this tower though means that Corki first to roam. Elk here. Remember could get first bloods. Grub nabbed. There goes the Glacial Prisoner into the Equalizer. Huge damage to the Fate Seal back. Is beautiful from ThunderTalk. As BLG looking a little worse for wear. Knight is taken flash from the Rumble on in. And if that was a chess game, you lost 3 of your pieces.
They've got an XYZ. They've got a lot of individuals they have to keep an eye on, like Bin making plays like this.
Flash path make it into an all-out. The Equalizer is just to the wave. Knows he's dead to rights. The combo is good. The lane gank is fantastic. Even with that control wall behind in the lane, it doesn't stop the play. Bin finds his moment.
Good play, though, from Hoya to at least say, all right, I'm going to kill as much of the wave as possible with my ultimate. It's not about champion damage. Stop them from forcing onto the tower and using the demolish of the Cassante to get him that individual gold.
No flash, remember, on Wei. Where is the arrow coming? Comes on down. Wei now in danger. I think that's just a dead Zyra. Trying to get onto this tier 1 top side, but TT not giving up for free. Hoya has roamed as well with the wave shoved up bot side. Has got this opportunity to turn up, and I think this could be a massive equalizer moment. BLG, you have overplayed your hand here. Teleports come on in, but a flash forward in the barbecue will leave On way out to dry. On spotted by the Hawk shot. Knight coming on over, but is on vision as well. I don't know whether the Achu slow will be enough as Feather speeds himself up, looking for a Q. Cannot get on top of the Iron Horse.
2 points. BLG, you don't have the power spike. Why are you choosing to put yourself in danger there? 2, they only lose 1 kill, so I guess we could take it back.
Woo! Knight has the flash, he's just dead anyway.
Oh, gets the assist coming through from Feather. It was just praising BLG, saying, oh, well, they're playing into the extra power spike, but they least the Yone, while the Smolder didn't have anything to their name either. Some big, arrogant plays coming from BLG, overestimating themselves potentially. Now Bin's getting TP'd on. He was the one that had a lot of value against him, and now suddenly he's been stunned up.
Trying to go all out, gets Ash over the wall, but 1xn cleanses, keeps running. There's a heal behind, Feather's coming on over, and I just don't think you can keep running. Hoya's here as well, puts on the afterburners. And a scrap shield and a flame spitter brings down that Cassante. 4, 2, and 1 now. This Rumble might not be picking up all the farm, but despite being weak side, has picked up a lot of kills.
Oh man, TT, they are going from strength to strength.
Not unlike something like the Nautilus in the sense that you are tanky when you go in, when you get Aftershock, when you get your stats from your Magnet Storm. You do not get to be tanky if you're just walking in like this.
Yep.
Dead to rights, 1xn going to be donated the kill, possibly actually that Rumble, it's not. Beichuan lands a Glacial President into the Equalizer. This combo is filthy. The Stranglethorn to be nothing, and Wei dies for a 5th time this game.
How good are TT following up on these plays? Are not respecting that nearly enough. We're now at a point where, you know, you look at the gold's advantage at the top of the screen, getting towards a healthy 4,000 gold and upwards of that. BLG, we said they will maybe get themselves back as good as they are at team fighting.
They've lost a lot of turrets, and it gets a lot harder to keep your AD carries and your Zyra safe if you don't have turrets. Glacial Prison lands, the crash down from On keeps them alive. Stranglethorns is good. On to 3, Bin now looking up. H1 going now, Arctic Assault away. The Equalizer is solid though. BLG just don't have enough damage to kill anyone off.
But I don't think this is a problem, because what did we say? BLG very good at cross-mapping. They do enough to force TT off the map. This could be the moment which BLG were waiting for. It doesn't necessarily look like it right now. And the problem here is it's a top side, blue side Atacon. You can't go through this wall. Rather, that's the wrong thing which I was trying to click on. But you can't go through there. You have to go up the river instead. And now they might have to go for a Zyra flash steal.
Looking for an angle. His setup doesn't get the best option. The Equalizer also not super great, but it does prevent easy access through that choke point. Smolder calls in Mother. but Feather blocks it with a door and says you can't join this particular
No soliciting here. Feather's down very low HP. TT might have just... Hang on. They might have just leashed it.
They need to go play this one. A big turnaround, though. Murders them. Weighs out. There is no smite. And they get another Q3. The Mortal Steel will bring down another Knight meets Hoya. And the Rumble brings down the man on the horse. Dragon dies despite the name, and now we're off towards TT picking up the Atacán. It looked ugly for a second.
Replaced. He was not playing well. Now he's having such a great game here after having a great game on the...
hang on a second. Knight as well forces the flash. The equalizer after onto Waves down to 10% HP. The withdrawals come on through. That's actually pretty good value as 1xN tries straight on back. Fate sealed over the wall, trying to go into the Elk, and they can't quite get either AD carry. Lots of flashes burned. Elk, Knight, and Way all down theirs, but 2 withdrawals
which helps just a little bit, but it's going to be quite difficult for them to really retake the pit.
They're going to have to try. Remember, no flashes on key members. Knight over the wall. Glacier Prison is wide, but the equalizer is beautiful. Beidwan goes flashing on him with an Arctic Assault, and Way is immediately cut short. Set up into the backline with the Soul and Bind will go right back. Elk and Knight still alive, though. Hoya, though, an absolute terror. Does so much damage with just an E or 2.
Yeah, you see that choke point so deadly against the heavy CC and the equalizer. It's one of the reasons why Rumble is so meta. BLG, they do, however, keep almost everyone alive. They do have Knight at full HP. They don't have a smite, but can they fight? I think actually with that E landing onto Elk, maybe they can't now.
It's just so dangerous. Feather stepping forward does not have the Glacial Prison, but can do a lot of work. They'll TP back on him, but they have no smite. They have to get the fight. Hoya gonna get picked up by Bin potentially here, but they'll still lose Baron. Goes down, setup, threatens the backline. Knight has at least got stacks at this point, but On is turned off. Bin in a 1v3 is just not winning this one anymore. The resists go down as he goes all out. Hoya survives, and they lose 2 more.
How often is it you see BLG miscalculate so many of the big fights? Yeah, an early game goes wrong now and then, but it really feels like the big fights are where they come back into it. BLG have lost the plot this game, and TT, real credit to them. They come in as underdogs, but they've come in all...
The rest of the team is very, very scary.
They just don't have the damage for that, mate.
No, I mean, 3 items on Knight.
You do not have the facilities for that, big man. See that there's a lot of luxury gold coming in for TT as well. They have, oh my god, another fantastic ult.
Elk going to be forced out of this play. The Stranglethorns is good, but it doesn't really do much but buy a bit of time. Setup coming on over. And this Yone 2 levels up. Nearly an execute on Feather. Flashes away. A Knight with 3 items. Could still be dangerous.
Yeah, he absolutely can, but he just doesn't have the platform to play around. I mean, you have one front line in the Cassante. The Rel does not count.
No! Setab is about to fall out. Has to flash away. The Immortal Shield Bow will keep him away from Execute Threshold, but that's another flash off Way and off Knight again.
Really trying to force this plant to be put down to sapling status. 0 and 7 for Way. He has been uprooted this game. TT have been so good at tracking him, responding to him, and the rest of BLG have really struggled to make it. This is flank TP. They're going for it. This is their one play. Flank TP from the Smolder.
And there is no Yone here. He's looking for the inhibitor. Knight has to flap away. Beidwan will likely die, splitting up the rest of the team as Knight. Blast Current's out, looking for a Chew, gets a slow on 2.
Fantastic force again. Yeah, Beidwan misses the ult, but everyone's on the same page. As we said, coherency has been the name of the game for TT, and BLG are not playing to the same rhythm. Way has been completely off tempo. 0 and 8 now on Zyra.
Not quite my tempo, and BLG are getting whiplash. Setab came in to replace Yukal, a frankly middling player in the LCK. Not right here, not today. Matching toe-to-toe with Knight, this Yone has forced flash after flash, been such a scary diving threat. Nexus turret number 1 falls. Permafrost goes down onto Bin, who is in his namesake. On goes in with a Magnet Storm, but it's in a teacup. It means nothing at this point of the game, and the little dragon that cannot, gets a decent little Super Scorcher breath, but Setup again steps forward, feels empowered to do it. The equalizer onto Elk, the Valkyrie out, Beidwan forces another little Valkyrie away just into Execute Threshold. They'll get one.
Can they finish it?
Is obscured, is going to go down. Surely Elk and Knight have to hold the line. TT split to make it too hard to stop them. And ThunderTalk walk the walk.
So we haven't talked about mid lane yet because that's been very neutral. This is going to be a bruiser Jace. I think tank Jace is slowly dying, but anything with HP items or HP on the component is fine. It's the same theory as the tank. It's just the bruiser then allows you to make use of Jace's kind of damage a little bit more, especially now the tank items aren't doing that as much for you. So BLG needs to be a little bit careful of that one. Really want to see how Knight and Bing get involved in the game. When the going gets tough, and look, folks, last year BLG lost a lot of game ones. I just didn't expect them to do that right now in their current form. They need to have someone here to potentially defend the dive, though. They're clearing out the wave so it doesn't hit the turret so easily. That should be fine. Oh, maybe it's not fine.
They go in with the Eclipse. Zenith Blades in on jumping away. Last order would do it to 1-for-1. Elk now going to keep playing this. Way coming on up is over by the red buff pit right now. Base One needs to run around. Way. Base One does have flash. Flash is far enough to get out of range if the wind becomes lightning.
Clutch flash away from Base One, and that W hits. He is a dead Cougar. 1-for-1. Kill goes over to the Nidalee. On the other side, it goes over to the Varus. I think both teams not unhappy with that. Knight goes in with the ult.
Final angle setup, gets a big chunk to the skies, he goes, flashes away, doesn't quite get the execution! Flash on out, a last auto would do it, the burns in, needs to go in range, and makes it a 1-for-1.
Close run stuff. Knight gets a solo kill, Baytron returns a kill.
Swift enough with that trigger finger to get out to safety. Again, cost that extra summon it, but this Nidalee going to be ahead of the curve, and that is great news if you're in the Nidalee. Solar Flare lands, and that is a very, very unhappy Elk. Flashes away, Chains of Corruption comes on down, but the curtains are called, and Varus has a horrible time. Now oncoming from a flank angle, might be able to get 2 here bluntly, as the quickness comes on down. Feather being forced to run away, and will likely traded. Does become that 1-for-1.
So, really good pick off onto Elk at the start of it, but it didn't...
Pressure currently around that side of the map, and TT might just say, look, we'll just give that setup. We're happy enough having gotten an early set. We'd rather play elsewhere. They are, however, coming now towards the mid lane. There was a route on Elk. And he did lose the flash in that last play, so that's a pretty key part of that summoner economy we're talking about.
That's a big engage.
Shades of Corruption comes on down. I think that's just a very dead Jhin. Nice combo from BLG.
There they are. Knight has the R2. Feather has a flash, and he won't even use it. That was a fantastic timing, because...
Start to play this one out. Going to not get all 3. In goes that Nidalee. Shock blast after. Hop away. But Way gets the knock up with a 3 talent strike. Interrupting the pounce. 1xN has returned though. Looking for the deadly flourish. Solar Flare gets a slow. They can keep going. Holding BLG in the play. Curtains are called. Way in danger. Has no crescent guard. Will surely burn out here. Doesn't get another. Jace picks it up, and TT end up going 2. On goes on in. The Eclipse is on for Feather, but I think it's about to time out. I think he's in danger here. The Primal Surge will not keep him alive, and BLG here in force. Turnaround setup is there, trying to get the kill. Finally do so. And TT don't really get to respond here.
No, they don't. Knight gets the kill as well. That is a little bit scary, because the more this game becomes like this, where it's more about quite a commonplace thing, and we just like proving each other wrong.
There is that.
The amount of times where one of us has said something, the other one just immediately reaches for Google.
Ooh, setup needs to be wary here. I think he's just dead. He's going to get a bit of an acceleration. Turns into his ammo form and just about okay.
No, Mega Gnar. I think that's some good damage, actually.
They keep going to go forward. Flash under the turret, trying to buy some time. The Crescent Guard is there, but runs away. Bin, not quick, taking the aggro until later. Flashes away. Feather now over. BLG very deep. On going to try and keep people away. Likely going to be the 1-for-1.
You want to look at the play on screen because it's so cool and so high mechanics on play. You have to look at the minimap, and that's a good ult.
Nice counter to try and buy some time. 1xN knocked up, trying to run away. Flash forward for the Q. Now teleports begin to play. Elk in danger. Flash for the pounce. Elk surely burned out. It'll be a trade. 1-for-1. On in danger. Akali also been rooted up.
Everyone's
set up. Murders 3. And now they're going to keep on playing. He can keep going into 3v2. Bin looking for Mega. Flash on forward. Baytron here. Forge God. Looking for more damage. Way goes on in. They might even give more. That's the quadra kill to the Jace.
Where did everyone come from? It is a 5v5 in the mid lane. ThunderTalk come out of the heavens and into the mid lane, and BLG are left thunderstruck.
Look at that. Deadly Flourish lands, though, on the Xin Zhao, and BLG have to back away. Crescent Guard early as Baytron begins pouncing onto the Rakan, and Birds of a Feather need to run away together. Curtains are called. It's going to be blind. Nice attempt there with the blue trinket to try and spot out the retreating Rakan.
Jeez.
Won't quite pick him off.
I love how TT are hands checking here. That has been the story of the series. TT are not just hands checking BLG, but they're doing it in a good macro sense too. They're not allowing BLG to cross map for free, which is what they've done against so many teams time after time. It's still a close game. BLG is still within touching distance of gold, and Knight might be able to find a play. Flash for the ult.
Gonna look for the play. Setup. Tries to trade. Nice to the skies. Damage is big, but the execute will still be massive. Looking to try and get him ready. He lands. Surely dies. And suddenly, this Nidalee and Jace are split up enough that you can't get them all at once with a big combo from Rakan, and then the Call of the Forge God turns around, and there's a curtain call, and things get quite ugly. This could get difficult. Baytron backs away. Feather's in danger, but gets enough of a heal. The Call of the Forge God buys time. Oh! Look at the range difference. Setup teleports in. The Shock Blast goes wide, but Knight is taken down. He's the king this game, and unfortunately this chess match is not looking BLG favored right now. They lose another piece.
A javelin and a deadly flourish lands onto the Akali.
To Meganar. They don't take Atakan that price. They've got a Jhin. Not exactly known for his ability to take down objectives.
Meganar has flash. Bin.
Look, gets rooted in place into the solar flare, though, so taken desperately low. Way, Crescent Guard buys time into the backline, goes on with the quickness, but Sadam goes into the skies. Trying to now claim this one. Atakan secured. Leona dies as a trade to Way.
Knight's
they get double kills. Knight can TP, but there's withdrawal. Knock up onto Elk, who is Elk hunting season. On tries their best to keep one alive. Shock blast takes out the Rakan. Knight's teleported in, but it is just not there. The era has changed, and your Knight in shining armor is gunned down.
Oh, the metal started to tarnish. Humble, Sejuani, Braum, Ashe, everyone flying in. Of course, the Yone too. Just mentioned the whole composition there at that point. But TT at this point, really the Jhin, Jace, Nidalee combo been so disgustingly strong. And BLG, they haven't been able to stand free.
Elk corruption land. Oh, it's a three-man call. The Forge God knock up just wide. Way will throw down the Crescent Guard. In goes on trying to counter engage, but Knight only turning up now. And on again.
It's a 4v5. Bin's not here with no teleport. They all in and they lose a kill for it.
They lose a tier 2. Bin is going to try and trade out best he can. Is there a teleport to respond? Yes, there is. So Bin's not going to be able to get that. Does have the Meganar coming, but I don't think the dive's going to come on 3 H1. Threatened, but the vision
find themselves a new lease on life, and this has been something for Satab. He's played very well in the LPL, by and large. He had one really bad Azir game, but besides that, it's looked good. TT now forcing the map forward again, trying to again make sure that BLG can't calm down. They can't just play around side lanes.
Here we go again. The curtain's called. Edge of Night is not on for very much longer, but actually not bad from BLG. The HP bars sending up enough, but it's still a 1-for-1. Akali gets the Nidalee, but everyone else having some suffering. But the thing is, you did kill the Smite on both sides.
This is a win for BLG because it means that TT can't force the Baron. This means that you now have a Ministry that the Power Varus is trying to return some. So hard though. BLG now have to mechanically outplay this. They've gotten onto the Dragon. TT probably didn't want that in the first place. Meganar's coming. Hoya does have that long range ult. Level 6. Here comes Way.
I guess though the Hex Dragon slow onto BLG is so annoying. Crescent Guard comes through the Soul Flare afterwards, and that means it's a dead Xin Zhao. On into the backline, gets a decent quickness, but the follow-up's just not quite there. They finally got the Jace, but the damage is done. Curtains are called. And Knight and Bin here to make something happen as Elk trying. He's gone. Jhin deletes him.
Elk just flashed forward into an ore knockup to lose them the Dragon fight. Satab goes down from the combo from BLG. They managed to get one there, but TT will claim the Hex Soul. Some lightning to go with the Thunder as BLG are left electrified.
And on the other, this won't be a T1 HLE scenario where there's some weirdness in seeding that led to that match.
It's like, oh, both teams played well, but one of them has to go. No, one of them would just fall at one of these hurdles. Jin'Lt comes through. BLG, they do not want to be stood there.
4 shots. Chunk onto Way. Deadly flourish afterwards. Look in the picture-in-picture. There is Bin. Trying to get some value. Can't quite do it, though. And we'll look ourselves instead over to a siege onto another inhibitor turret. Bin nearly at Mega, but the slows when you've already got the range advantage. Chains of Corruption goes wide. Setup is jumped on. Do a thundering blow away. Does not care at all.
And Feather's going in again. Here comes the Ornel. The combo comes through.
It's brutal. They keep Bin miles away from everyone else. On is again just poultry. It is winner, winner, chicken dinner for the Poke Comp. We'll change our modes of description. PUBG. It's a pub game, bloody, because it feels like a pub stomp. ThunderTalk Gaming 2-0ing BLG. They are a game away from a clean sweep against what was supposed. The little ward they crossed over was all a bait, and they left alone. Hoya now in danger. Gonna get jumped on by the Twitch and the Elise. Cocoon lands. Hoya being ignited. Flashes over the wall. The repel after. Gets a Justice Punch that's interrupted, and first blood to Twitch.
That is absolute
Feather with level 2 though.
Oh, they've brought everyone
one. Oh,
and they're off vision. This could be huge.
Taunt. Elk flashes away, but still gets hit by the shield vault, and a flash for the Q after. Elk trying to run away. Will surely get into the ambush. Can't quite get the kill.
The barrier and the ambush movement speed sees them out. The cocoon saves the day. The cocoon means that the
good repel.
Triple autos can't come out.
This could be another Shield of Durand, and the Elise is swiftly introduced into Galio's version of Bug Spray. Way gets a fear, but I think he needs to run away very fast. Will not quite have the shield up and available. Gets the
Setup's hops the wall. There's the flash on way. He doesn't have the spell shield. They're looking for a dive. TT want to slam the early game home.
He is just gym protein. Setup helps Baytran pick up a kill. Feather survives. And TT strike back. Setup needs to be a bit aware of Elk ambushing in.
He's not going to kill. He just wants to get the... he just wants to get the XP.
On tier, they can repel from that. And they're not
no, they can't. He has the W. He'll be safe going into invisibility. Knight now roaming. TT pushing BLG to the brink. BLG need to wake up. The first kill onto the Twitch helps them an awful lot. But getting 2 kills back will definitely make TT happy. It does mean that the solo laners left LPL. It's again TT. You would not expect him to need to do that here. But here we are. Baytran heading bot side. Doesn't have level 6, doesn't have flash. Well, then again, Elk doesn't have flash either, and it's very low HP. This could be the play, and Setup's roaming down 2.
Can't see them all. Timely takes aggro, does Feather, hops on forwards, will likely die, but they're still going to lose this Elise as well, you have to feel. Oh. Flashes for no avail. 1xN survives. He's got enough minions, they get both.
That is Jax to fall back on.
Here comes the paranoia first of the game. Feather likely going to die. Flash over the wall on trying to get up. Should surely get the last auto. Does get that one. Big deal now, actually, the split off. Can the Elise get out? Surely does. Mid lane, 1xN Knight flashing. Knight now in danger. True shot barrage. Just out of range.
Knight wanted to draw the sword.
Start using them around the level 11 mark. It's about as powerful as Twitch gets as a champion, frankly.
Yeah, he's not gone for the Blade.
Cocoon lands, to start unleashing, and comes the Venomous Cast. Over the wall they go. Feather throws down the edge, still try and buy some time. Will fall. Nice.
Perfect. Pick. That's exactly what you want to play around. The ambush catching people out in rotation. Oh, how good have TT's early games been.
Remember, Elk still got ult. 1xN needs to be very wary. There's the paranoia. They're jumping straight on the Ezreal. Has no flash, no way out. Nice pick mid.
Don't think many teams are used to playing around a Twitch Nocturne coming out of nowhere. This is legitimately KT Arrows Season 4 OGN Summer. Go look back at that. This is the Ultra Prime versus Rare Atom bottom tier confrontations because these games get so tense. Knight
belt down. Abscond Abduct tries to pepper through the ultimate. Should surely be able to do it, but Starfall! Vile to try and escape, but Knight gets some healing. It's not enough. And Setup gets one on Knight.
The Knight has been taken away. What can TT do? They don't have the cooldowns now.
Reaches Assault, tries to buy some time, ends up being a 1-for-1. Here comes the rest of the team. Setup hit with the Duskbringer, will not be chased any further.
The Knight doffs the armor, goes down in that side lane, but this is the worry. This is the worry. TT use their cooldowns onto one character. BLG respond, flash away. On very, very scared there for a second. He is but an itsy-bitsy spider. TT, if they use their big combo, they don't have the gunpowder really to take out the second target. Jumping forward, Baytran's gonna get CC'd.
Damage back is pretty big. They get one. Teleports begin to fly from everybody. Is Setup has to come 2 months, and they're both gonna be so deep. Knight and on remaining Hoya turns up. Everyone else survives. Flashing for the shielded around. Remember, there is no repel, no flash on this Elise. The Winds of War should surely bring Itsy Bitsy down. Sub 10 HP. Last auto secures it.
I thought 1xN might be gifted the kill. TT, serious. Can clean up the play. The big play after this point, though, is Setup. Oh, Knight caught out again. Teleport coming in. Bins. Jax making his first big play of the game. The retreat comes through. Will that be it?
Everyone's roaming. The whole team turning up shortly. Bin gets a counter-strike into the ultimate. Baytran now needs to start running away. Has got a flash to work with potentially. Shielded around lands. Turnaround is here. Paranoia comes up with the galley ult in time. Knight can't use his. Flash on now. 1-for-1 as it stands for Hoya Solo, and Bin can look to go on and interrupt from Feather. His shield vaults in. Where is this Aurora top lane?
Doesn't have the teleport. Doesn't have the teleport. The numbers work out for BLG. There is no cleanse. There is no Ezreal. TT have woken the beast somewhat in this game as BLG prove what we were worried about for TT. TT use their cooldowns, but they cannot kill the second and third carries. They go too long into trying to kill the Silencer. Gets another W. Gets the extra healing at low HP. And TT can't finish off the 7-kill Twitch or the Jax.
Massive, massive moment. The fact the man advantage comes on through makes it really tricky. And one Elk has flash and barrier back up. Makes it a good flank angle. Look for the spray and pray. Feather needs to be wary. That is the
paranoia.
Here we go. Look for Elk sprays, but immediately Gallios prevents the rat from getting as value as they want. Ult comes flying on in from Hoya. They kill off 1xN on in danger. Setup trying to buy time, but BLG playing with the man advantage. Elk back out of the ambush. Bin's got a counter strike. The damage just not there. They can't keep going. TT are grounded this game.
The TT is a crying face in this game. Once again, they cannot close down all of the carries. Their health bars are blinking from BLG, but no one falls. TT get the Herald, but it is paid for in blood. It's going to lead to mid lane out of turret, top lane out of turret. BLG, they have been slapped. They have been bloodied in the lips. But TT, not so easily taking them down for 3 shots. Beating someone in a best of 3 is hard enough. Just can't close out the players they want to.
Picture in picture, Knight's on setup, flashing away. Stays alive.
Stays alive.
To the other side. Oh my days, the damage is low. Base one's dead, and little Elk continue to ult. Bin on the flank angle, and BLG finally here to play. 1xN tries to get one back, cannot do so.
And that'll lead them straight into the Atacon. Might's actually going to teleport towards topside to push out that lane.
Ruinous.
No, it's not. It's the Voracious. No, it's not. Remember, the red was game bin as well. But it has helped the fact that the whole rest of the team has started to come online. Elk gone invisible again. And here comes the Paranoia.
Paranoia's to the back line. Goodbye. The Galio ult tries to buy some time. 1xN disappears. Knight stolen the cease and desist. Will go down. The withdrawals come on through. And TT actually get a few out of this. Elk and On can look to dive. There's still Hoya. Pretty damn tanky. 1xN has to be very careful. Rappel angle in. A single Q from Elise would do it. Had the flash.
Finally carried them over the line and then bursting consistently failed the next split. This team has always been a motive to me. On
jumps on. The Elise is so squishy. Goes up in the rappel though. The combo's not getting away in the backside as the Galio can fly on through. Bin over the wall. Counter strikes in. It is number 2. They've gone up in the game. Setup tries to get some back and they do. But Elk now sprays and prays and they find deliverance in game 3.
BLG have absolutely torn the throats out of ThunderTalk. We said Thunder struck twice, but it has not a third time in this situation. It will be so hard for them to play around it. The game's not over, but it kind of is, except for the victory lap. BLG go back towards the Baron. An 11...
Maybe, but it's so hard now. 1xN is desperately struggling to stay alive because everybody is gunning for his head. And there is enough ult for Knight to get in the backline. On's being jumped again.
Look how quick again.
Oh my days, the turnaround. 1xN jumps on the strike breakers. Then tries to buy some time. They lose the Elise, but Twitch murders the mid jungle.
GA's down.
Could be big. Trying to get one more back as Wade just body blocks so much. Ult out from Hoya, turns around, buys a bit of a double knock-up. 1xN trying to trade, but a flash from Bin not quite in range. That's a lot of kills now onto this Twitch, who keeps on autoing people down. Bin will counter-strike, will have a leap strike potentially available as the solo lanes of BLG finally bring Yishan down. It is a mighty statement from BLG. It is messy, it is bloody, it is 41 kills in sub 30 minutes. But BLG do not get swept cleanly. ThunderTalk, back to the drawing board.
You'd best do away with your anxieties and your fears. Fearless Game 4 coming up as TT, they double tap, but they can't make the easiest dive combination to go towards. That's going to be the stop on the recall. Is anyone pathing up here? No, you don't have a teleport from the Rise either. They use the Echo for the roots. I don't think it's easy to do this though. You still have the W to avoid a little bit of that CC.
Speed, knock away with the Bramble Splash, but now Bin down a lot of those key abilities. Bin's gonna W away. Tower Aggro is being juggled very, very well. I think he just dies now.
He wants to get the cannon XP. It really wants the cannon XP.
Oh, turret shot just gets traded back.
Oh, that's a bit nasty.
Oh, you can't walk into that room prison, sorry. And setup with no mana is swiftly dead.
Really nice from Way there as well, holding onto his Q to make sure Flare on the champion. And I really think that BLG wants to find a pick. If they can, Realm Warp helping it out.
Cleanse Flash, 1xN continuing to run, still gets caught up by that room prison and dies, even with the strut speed.
Dude, you have to be so careful with globals. Yeah, they're not played all the time, but the Realm Warp has always been that X factor in a team comp. Gets the first kill, means that you do not have the bullet time for this fight. Did TT stick around? This feels really bold.
4v5, it's a decent double route. This is just Safari, guys. I don't know about this.
They want to smite one away, but I don't think they can even get in range. Now the problem is you might have just bought into a fight.
They're coming on over. Hoya endangers level 4 on this Poppy. The Misfortune nearly here with the strut speed. Polymorph onto the Ari. Ults away. Grub still available and will reset.
Back. 1xN's back now. When's the next charm timing? Setup can jump forwards and look for one more charm.
He hits! And that's onto the Rise! Knight taking pretty heavy amounts of damage, but already Wei gets a kill on the Lee Sin, and they can keep going forwards. They tried to wait for the Misfortune to come back, and they just don't quite have enough in the tank.
They don't have the damage, and they let Jinx and that. Hang on, is that going to steal one? It does steal one!
Oh my god.
And it means that TT don't even get themselves a set of 3. They get the mites. Markyle comes in. Oh, TT, you've gone too far.
It's the Cats of Doom. They come flying across. The Popule out is decent, but Hoya will still fall nonetheless. Charm is on to way, but it doesn't really lead to anything. And this is something you can do, bot laners. Way's coming as well. Root comes on down. Flash the kick into the wall. The turnaround pretty good. Can look for a charm. The Orb of Destruction on the through. Flash on after setup. Who does die as Knight follows with his own flash. But now what about the encore? Across multiple members. Bullet time! Resets. And the resets begin. Hoya charges the wall and Knight is now in danger. Beige one looking for another body. Steals it. Gets that hold here as Knight will surely fall. Nice angle from TT to punish the over-aggression from BLG.
And, you know, the initial play from BLG, really good. You do have slightly higher early game damage from Knight going towards those pen boots.
Crossbow. Root goes wide. Was that a flash burn there from someone? I heard a noise, but Beige one looking onto Way. Gets away, ults out. Now Way's in danger. Oh, Way! That is a deadly sin. Encore. Not extended enough. Setup can keep hunting, though. Look for another reset. Another angle in. Looking to find another charm. Can't quite do it. The slow comes on through. Looks for the charm. Lands it onto Elk. Still trying to get the kill. Can't quite. Another time. Not going to be there as the flash comes out. The Swede is good. Beige one gets the reset. Needs to be aware. Elk just about alive, but the flash and cleanse down on. Trying to put his way out with the Whimsy.
They might be able to get a good enough reset with the bullet time, but that's all you're hoping on. If the bullet time isn't as good as the previous ones...
Knight's got a good angle. Damage onto Beige one is huge. Flash over the wall, trying to kill off the Rise. Flashes out to safety. Everyone alive for now. Massive W over the wall prevents the escape. Now Shadow can keep flashing for more. On in danger. The 3-level discrepancy charm onto the Lulu into the peak drop. And the Lulu is dropped off a cliff. Beige one claims the kill. TT fine 4.
BLG in general has a history in their organization. Oh, that's a realm weapon to one extent. He has flash, he has cleanse. Will they force both?
Gets kicked. Nice angle. The encore goes across 3. But wait, the moment we were saying he's been problematic, finds the angle.
It's the old Meteos analogy. All you have to do is just get to like 50 minutes.
They are going to try regardless. 15 seconds of 1xN. You can get there with the move speed perhaps.
Teleporting in. He is going to hold the door shut. Which person does he remove?
Can he remove anyone? Gets it interrupted. There's the Chompers after Hoya in danger. Charges away. Looking for the reset. On. Does get one. That's the Lulu body. No, not the most likely. We'll need to ult again, surely. Setup trying to get out. They lose the jungler, though. That means you've got no smite.
So close. If there was a bullet time, that could have been it. Beige one gets the reset, but he can't get anything more.
There, but that's ult used. Dragon started, and TT forced to go a long way away. What looked a little bit mad from Way was eventually turned around by fantastic frontliner. Spins up the hammer, but won't send the keeper's verdict out quite yet. That sentence. I'm staying right now. Nice angle from Beige one, though.
Oh, the Chompers are so scary there. Mikhail's out. The rocket chunks them low. That's a problem. You need your HP bars. Beige one thought he saw an angle. Saw the Chompers behind him and realized the door had been shut a little bit. While all this is happening, of course BLG are playing around a second lane. Knight, level 16, very strong, taking down a turret himself.
Needs to be a bit wary here. Beige one with a third item.
Beige one on the Chompers again!
Survives from open, but not for long. Bin! Flashed out the bullet time, they can't quite do it. Need to get that kill, knocked away! Jinx gets 2! Lulu gets a 3rd! And now Feather on 1xN flashed on Yishen does not get to survive any longer. You can pick whatever name you like. But they're all dead regardless, and BLG are taking us to 5. We are scraping silver out of the wounds.
ThunderTalk have brought themselves to this game, but little do they know, Bilibili is another term for electric shock. There's thunder, there's lightning, there's drama, and there is silver scrapes. Bring it on, Game 5.
Here comes the rest of ThunderTalk. 3v3 currently. Camille roaming on in. Everyone else going to be a little later, of course. Setup has got the
Watch out for the Nautilus Look. Watch out for the Nautilus Look. It's only level 3 on the hook, but if it hits the right target, it's big.
Dazzle afterwards. There's the Weaver's Wall after. Hook shot after. Looking to dive on the backline. Hextech ultimate one's away. Big scatter the weak bites the time on. Trying to get on after safety will surely fall as 1xN autos him down and winning the Cathian reigns.
But it really has been a difficult career for him at points in the LPL. Hook lands, Tarek Dazzle comes through, here comes Way with the ult.
Can look to Cyclone here, on still at level 5. They're going to try and get a massive lilting lullaby though! Goes to sleep and goodbye Monkey King. Elk going low, teleports flying. Way needs to be afraid. There's the killer instinct to the other side of Wukong. Up into the air goes Elk. Try to stay alive. Feather pull is good. Knight now looking for the kill. Force of will, not enough.
The BLG once again misjudged. I wonder whether Elk could have pulled out that ult earlier to get...
Grub set number 2 going to be full contested. Bin teleports in for it. Hoya still has his. Syndra roaming from the top lane. Did get the wave shoved up. Initial grub secured by Beige one. Again, Lilia very fast at taking these. How far to build? Do you want to force? Very is the answer. Setup gets out. Cosmic Radiance armed. Not going to be necessarily saving that many lives, though. And there's the hook afterwards. It's a huge hook. And On goes down. Way goes down. Weaver's Wall, Lilting Lullaby, and Bin has got nowhere to run. Yeah, you're a world end. The only one that's ending is BLG's win streak, it feels.
BLG are not prepared for the fight, and the combo is not. Game 5, 7-10 splits. QE through the wall, saved his team a game. Can he channel this? It's not even nearly the same stage, though, is it? This is a regular season. It's a group stage. Bin down in XP. He might just be dead here.
Hugstick ultimatum out of the range of the turret. The Infernal Chains don't proc. Another Q is pretty good healing. A Q3 is good. Conqueror stacked. Does not get it.
Hoya puts his enemy top laner in the bin. Hoya feels so in danger that he even pops this ult early. It's a good timing. Is he going to dodge the bowling ball? He is. That's good timing. If he leaves that later, he dies. Very rarely do you actually see... Hang on, he's just going to get a trade here. He's going to get some decent damage, in fact. He might have stayed too far now. Oh, Bin. He did the hard work. Is he going to die here? He might just do.
Oh, my days.
He misjudges it. The first part, all that hard work was done well for them.
Keeps on away, actually. Can theoretically be problematic. Nice shove. Forces Elk to cleanse. Rough stuff. Beitwan Chung Tong going to jump on him. Flashes away himself with the Lilting Lullaby. Back is a disaster.
There's just not enough damage. Not enough damage. The Riftmaker shove comes through. Knight no ult now as well. Yeah, Beitwan's cut down a little bit, but he can heal off of jungle camps. Knight finds a bit of a pick, but Wei being so far behind means it leads to nothing.
3 levels, 50 CS. Another hook flash away from Feather to prevent the dazzle, and Setup puts On in the dirt. Splits him away from the Atakan. They don't know where Lilia is right now. She is not here, and that makes this rush an unbalanced fight. How quickly can she get here? Hook forward from Feather isn't fantastic. Down to 5,000 HP. Resets.
Have they stayed too long now? Atakan now started up by TT. BLG were tanking the Atakan. That gives them a lot of HP. Missing Feather. Very close to hitting that bin. TPing in, but he will be spotted. What do they go for? Here's the fight.
Cosmic Radiance comes on through. On dies before it arms. They lose a member. Atakan down to half HP. Bin trading up with Hoya. Does not win it out as the Dark Blade does nothing. Feathers will claim out the Nautilus, but still dangerous. Wei cannot get Beitwan, who goes golden. Has earned enough gold to buy time. Might still fall. Does get one with him. Gets the other card too. And BLG try the flip. It was weighted against them in game 5. Their luck runs dry. In this case, the house always wins. And this is ThunderTalk, who are winning this casino roulette.
It is a cloudy, cloudy sky today in Shanghai. And with it, there is a Zhonya's. That's the flash forward.
It's only on to the Taric, but I think it might just be enough anyway. Oh, my days.
He's just gone. On is off. Knight flashes away. Bin comes into the play, but he doesn't have the HP.
Wei tried to get, there was an angle, but he's hooked out of his clone. Death charge onto Knight in the back line. Action flies in. The Knight, the King is slain. BLG is dead. Long live the King. Long live ThunderTalk. They have walked as far as they can walk, and it is all over. BLG's grave.
6 grubs and so many dead. No gods, no kings, and no knights as well. Kill an elk while you're at it. It's hunting season. TT, take the series.
1xN marks the spot. Beishwan will celebrate as well. ThunderTalk destroy BLG. Break the reverse sweep.